let you have it. Stuck in my ways.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go now. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Kill. Shit, squeeze. Shit. He's checking. Check 31. Alert 3, alert. Let's go. Come on. Orbit.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And some room to roam now. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Naeem Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slant. Shoot. Check it out.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill. Yeah. Check 9. 25. Check 25. Check 25. It's 3. Come. Hayward.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Wild Bill. 22, check, cover. Check, 22, check, cover. Zoom.
Play action. It's Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check 4.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team. As it's 4th down, the Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action with Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Hey, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball. Watch that three. Watch that three. Undercut.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
Let's go.
And the Raven first down.
Ready. Spy 56. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Under 10. Under 10. You got to.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed here. Here come the flags.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. 3 bud. Rush in. Rush in. Watch out.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
March 56. Hey, win the championship, baby. Take it up.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Switch.
Here's Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line.
Switch. Big air.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
It's easy work.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff looking right. Broken tackle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one goes for 24 yards.
Mike 22, he's kept shut.
They go play action now. Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shift. Watch the shift. Get him on. Rest. Ball trot. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 50 flag. Right there. 55. Coming. Hey. 55. Hey, eat. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson to throw again. Open man is Ross, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This one taken from the 7. they'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Switch. Hatchet.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch twist. Kill.
Now Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Sponge, magic.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Watch it, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Joker, 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 Joker. Jack! Mike, bye.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Shift. Check 13. Check 13. Go. Check 3. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Gillespie. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Let's go.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Deuce. Check. Lucky. Kill. Check 9.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
22. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up.
First and 10
He's coming.
at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch. Jim.
Coleman now. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff working right. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front, the call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Browns 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Draw play. This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's make these.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with... just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the safety creep. Mike 22, Mike 22.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Jackson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check 49. Check 49. Mike 22. Mike 22. Hey, tight.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. He misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he fields it cleanly. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Come on.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have ways, think I need to change my habits.